How do you get respect without yelling? Let's think of this a different way, because it's a understandable question. But think about, when's the last time you've gained respect by yelling at somebody? Have you ever got your wife to respect you by yelling at them? Have you ever got someone in the street having a disagreement with them? You yelled at them and suddenly oh, you know what? I respect you. Your dog. Have you gotten your dog to respect you by yelling, or fear you, or be afraid of you, or think you're crazy? Yelling doesn't solve anything. So perhaps instead of thinking about yelling as your solution, what is the true thing you're trying to get? Respect. How do you gain respect? Earn it. How do you earn respect? Get to know somebody. Present yourself as a respectable person. Present yourself as real. Present yourself as someone who's there to help, there to educate, there to assist, not just someone there for a check. Just differentiate yourself, not your instruction, but yourself from the other teachers who are just there collecting a check, not caring about the students. Show that you care, show some compassion. Talk to the kids like they're human beings, not some foreign object or foreign thing. They are little beings, they are little people, some of them not so little. But they're actually people, so think of them as people. How would you get respect from a person? Get to know them. Figure out what they like, figure out what they dislike. Get on a level with them. Try to connect with them outside the classroom in appropriate ways, of course. If you're a male teacher, or not even a male teacher, if you're a teacher who can play basketball, maybe go out and play basketball with them. At the end of the day, if there's a basketball court, something simple. Go to one of their football games. Something simple. Walk in their community. Show that you're not afraid of them. Show that you're not scared of where they're from. Respect goes a long way, but it's earned and it's simple. It's simple. So getting the respect of one kid, you could do it one student at a time. Figure out how to build with one kid. It could be the quiet kid. It could be the cool kid. It could be the leader, the class clown. Figure out who to connect with and just keep connecting, keep connecting, keep connecting. Or here's another thing. Be a cool teacher. Be entertaining. Don't be boring. Crazy concept, I know, but there's a lot of ways to get respect. Be entertaining. Be different. Be the teacher you always wanted or needed growing up. That's probably the best way to get respect. And I know those are general ideas, but because they mean something different to every person. But that's how you're going to get respect. Earn it. Create respect. Create a respectful environment. Be consistent. Be fair. I could say a lot of words and buzzwords, but truthfully, just connect with the kids. Connect with the community. Be a respectful individual. You'll get respect. What they don't tell you as a first-year teacher. How about that? This video, what they don't tell you as a first-year teacher. They don't tell you a lot as a first-year teacher, but here's the deal. There's a lot of things that you have come to think about schools that aren't true. Watching a movie, watching a TikTok, that's not going to teach you how to educate. You're going to have to literally go in there, being thrown to the wolves, like all your education. It matters. All your lesson planning, it matters, but at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of teachers who could really write a good lesson plan and have really good grades in college fail miserably in the classroom because they don't connect to the students. They don't become human to the students. They don't become a part of community. So I would say the easiest way to, experience your first year is, one, you have to do it. Experience the highs and lows. Two, don't take it personal. When you have a bad day, brush it off and start again. I believe Leah said something like, dust yourself off and try again. It's just one bad day. What went wrong? Analyze that. Sometimes you could break down in the middle of the lesson. Instead of being in a race, I gotta get done, I gotta get done, I gotta get done. You could say, yo, this is failing miserably. I need to stop and ask the kids, what's going on? Why aren't y'all connecting? Why do you look bored? Why are you sleeping? Is it me? Is it my hair? Is it, you can make a joke out of it. Sometimes that'll wake them up. Or sometimes you can really have a genuine conversation because they'll tell you, well, someone got shot last night and that's what we're all thinking about. They might hit you with the heaviness. It might not have anything to do with you. They might just say, you're boring. They might just say, you're talking at us, you're not talking to us. They might be talking too fast. You might speak a different language primarily, so they might not get your accent. You might need to slow down. It could be something so simple. It could be something as, and you're rushing, you're standing far away from us, you're not moving around the classroom. They're not going to say all that, but your principal will. Your assistant principal should. Proximity is as important. Move around your classroom. Don't be afraid. Don't lecture. Be the teacher. I can repeat this every single video if I'm giving advice. Be the teacher you would always want and dream to have. I guarantee if you sit and watch yourself, film yourself, that's another thing. If you sit and film yourself and watch yourself on video, would you be entertained? Would you want to pay attention? Not, okay, I'm the teacher, I have authority, so I'm gonna pay attention. No, like some kids don't operate like that, and the school system doesn't force things like that. They're not gonna necessarily discipline a kid for calling out, acting out, cussing. It just doesn't happen in a lot of urban school districts. So realistically, just be prepared to reflect and adjust. Reflect, adjust. Pivot when you need to. Be open to constructive criticism and be open to feedback. Observe yourself and ask for observations. Observe other teachers. Build community. It's a lot of things I could say, but as a first year teacher, don't think that knowing how to write a lesson plan is going to get you through your days, because it's much, much more of a human element than that. So I'm gonna file this under the worst advice people give teachers. Don't smile until November. It's just bad advice. It's literally telling you don't be yourself, or don't treat these children as human. That's bad advice. You have to be yourself, because you're the only person that can perform in front of those children, and educate and facilitate in front of those kids in your body. You have the job. You got hired, so you have to be yourself. You have to be the version of yourself that connects with these kids. Be yourself. That means telling a joke or laughing at a joke, do that. If kids tell a joke, they want someone to laugh, even if it's corny. I told tons of corny dad jokes, apparently, according to my daughter and my wife. Not my baby. She likes my jokes. My 4-year-old loves my jokes. But I'm just saying, you have to connect with the kids on the level that you're at. Who you are. If you tell jokes, tell jokes. Be real. Be human. Smile when it's time to smile. Some things are fun. Some things are cute. Some kids are spoiled little princesses at home. They want you to compliment their hair. They want you to compliment things. They want you to smile like, I see you, girl. I see you looking cute. Respectably. Not inappropriate. Your hair is cute. They're going to tell you about their new belt. They're going to tell you about their new shoes. Your shoes are cute. Respectably and appropriate, But like, give compliments, smile, enjoy yourself, have fun. Those are the teachers. The teachers who have fun and let their hair down, per se. Because some bald-headed teachers have fun as well, But, have fun. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time there. Allow your kids to have fun and be entertained. Imagine sitting in a classroom for 6 hours straight, being bored out your mind and not smiling. No one wants that. They say laughter is the best medicine, I believe. So utilize that, use that to your advantage. Smile. Whoever said that, I'm telling you, was just, they never taught a day in their life. Because if you're mean to kids for 2 months straight for no apparent reason, you've already lost the battle. The rest of your school year is going to go horribly wrong. That's the truth.